Welcome to some Bantam hockey here tonight. The Bighorns taking on the Bulls. A little continuation of our action from last weekend as Helena and Billings meet for the fifth time this season in league play, seventh time total. They played two exposition games earlier in the season. This is going to be game 5, though, of league play, important game. The state championships in 2 weeks. This will likely decide the seeding. So state championship will consist of the 3 A teams, Helena, Billings, and Missoula, and will then also consist of 3 B teams that will be seeded separately, 4 through 6. So far, Helena and Billings have a solid lead on Missoula for the 1-2 seed. Helena has got to play 2 games against Missoula B tomorrow. Missoula playing with an A and B team. Likely to win with the mixed squad here of Helena. They'll be able to put to it whatever they need. They can run the top of the line, kind of make sure they do that, and hopefully they'll get a chance to play a number of their B players, like coffee deliveries arrive. And similarly, Billings heads to Missoula. Now they'll have a slightly... I'm actually not sure if they're playing Missoula A or B, unsure of that. But this likely will decide. Number 1 seed for states. Fairly important, not absolutely critical. Both teams strong. They're 2-2 against each other here in the 4 games league play so far. And so anything can happen. But tonight will certainly mean something in that seeding, and so we'll see how Billings does. Last week in a split game, Friday night, Billings took Helena 3-1, and then we went into game 2, and Helena took it to Billings 6-1 in that one. One scratch tonight, healthy scratch, Kobe Pancoast out of town, so not playing this game, so Helena will be down one of their top line defenders. Certainly will have an impact. Helena's got a pretty deep bench in total, certainly a pretty deep bench on the defensive squad, a number of players who could play either way. So we'll see what Coach Reiser's got in store for us there on D. We'll also just get a sense as we see some of the first moments of action here in this game, what the coach is looking for on this almost eve, I want to say almost eve of states. Not quite, but certainly a pretty important tune-up. So I think he'll want to get a sense of what they've got to work on the next 2 weeks. Get a sense of maybe any further line shifts or change. We'll see if there's much of a change there. On forward so far, most of the season we've been seeing there's a total 4-line system, but first 2 lines kind of intermixed. We have Carroll, Rygard, and Peterson, and then we have the Willivette, Bushnell, and Libert line on offense. So those 2 lines often going back and forth up top. Then a 3rd line that we saw a bit of here in the game last week, the win. We saw a bit of Andrew Carroll, Wood, and Sakaguchi, and making an impact in that game, drawing 2 important penalties and also scoring one of those goals, one of those earlier goals, I think the 3rd or 4th goal. So there's definitely some talent there that they can dip into, but we'll see if they mix things up any differently. Back on D, we got a whole host of players we'll expect to see. We'll see Reeser, we'll see Walking Child, Baumgart, Stevens, potentially Andrew Carroll, and I think that's about it. So we're about ready. 16 minutes on the clock, first period here. Referee is on the ice, 3-man system tonight. Googie, Frazier, and Ma. Googie will be the referee for this evening's game as he gets ready. And it looks like we've got our first line out. Oh, and tonight in goal, Pierce Sublett, number 6, is going to take the net for the Helena Bighorns. And so here we go. First line out is going to be Carroll at center, Peterson left wing, Rygard right, as Billings skates to the line. And on defense, first Walking Child and Reeser going out. Now Walking Child heading back. He's got his hands up. He's checking things out. They're going to switch that out, and they're going to send Baumgart out on the ice with Reeser. And here we go. Puck's dropped. Carroll knocks it back into the Billings end. Billings drops back past their blue line. Rygard chasing. They find an open man. Number 10 dumps it back into the Helena zone. Reeser chasing up against the boards. He whips it around, looks for Peterson, gets by. Peterson's stick, Billings gets shot off. There's some confusion in front of the net. Rygaard knocks it away, now battling along the side of the boards. And back, there goes Reeser. Reeser passed along to Peterson. Carroll tries to get in there. Slow shot goes wide left. Reeser tries to knock it out. Still can't get it out of the Helena end. Kind of a slow start here for Helena. Now Carroll's got it behind the net. He whips around, trying to get it out of there. So far, Billings doing a great job putting on the forecheck to Helena. And they're making their first shift change, and they've had it in the Helena end the whole time. Reeser now back along the boards. Takes a hit, comes the other way, taking advantage of the shift change. Is this their option to get it out? He gets tied up on the boards and then taken down after he gets by one player. And now coming back around, Peterson looking for some room. He doesn't have it. He chips it up. There's no one there. Carroll chases. Now it's in front. Baumgart's got it. She tries to skate it up along the boards, loses it there, now trickling back. Reeser behind the net, still in the Helena zone here, over a minute 15, not even out to the neutral zone. Carroll now finally knocking it out over. That'll be a shift change as it trickles back into the Billings end, back behind the net. They get set up as Lilovet comes off the bench charging. He chases, takes a hit as he gets rid of the puck in the Billings end. Walking-Child coming up to try to hold it on, but now battling at center ice. There's Walking-Child and Libbert. Libbert's got a little bit of room. He's coming right. He's got a number of players on him, so he dumps it in, goes back behind the net. He's got Lilovet there to help him. Can't quite get the pass to him, and now Billings has got it. They'll come up along the line. In the back, we're now Walking-Child and Stevens, and Billings on the charge again. They get backing around. Stevens comes in. Ooh, there's the first save, but it doesn't get away. And fortunately, they brushed away. Now Billings, another shot off the legs. Sublet, now Walking-Child whips it up and out. That will be icing, and that will go back to the Helena end. And we'll get our first stoppage of this game. Fast first 2 minutes. Heavily favored by Billings so far. And we'll see line of Carroll, Peterson, Rygaard come back on the line, and Reeser, Baumgart back out on D. Carroll takes the face-off in the Helena end. He knocks it over. It's Peterson. Peterson battling along. He tries to move it back around. Now Carroll trying to get along the boards. Can't quite off the linesman's foot there. Peterson spinning around. Right back out in front. Carroll reaching. Can't quite get it. Billings knocks back behind the net again. Reeser back to try to knock this away. He moves the player off the ice. Gives Carroll a bit of room to move. But Carroll still struggling to get it out of there. Comes back across the center now. Rygaard finding Peterson. Clears it out of the zone. Now the neutral zone. Peterson does a nice job of stopping it there. Carroll's got it just off one. He gets stopped. He's clear. They got a little hung up there on the blue line as things started to happen. Peterson knocked back, and now they're back out of the zone. Knocks back. And Baumgart tosses it in, and that will go deep into the zone as Helena takes a line shift. And here comes Reeser trying to hold the puck in the zone. He whiffs. Now Billings tied up, and they clear it back out, and that one goes up and out over the Billings bench. And we'll get a face-off in the Billings end. And Lilovet, Libbert, Bushnell out. Now Andrew Carroll with Walking-Child out on defense. This one trickles back. Andrew Carroll has it, shoots, goes off the leg there. Lilovet comes chasing in, looking for that rebound, but that Billings goalie covered it up and stops play. We'll get another face-off. Andrew Carroll had a goal against Billings last week from almost out by that blue line. Similar, that time he didn't get the puck elevated, trickled in and hit the goalie's pad. So Lilovet goes back out. Now it's back to Carroll again. He winds up, shoots, that one goes off. It's sticking with Billings player. Lilovet backhands, looking for the goals, but now Billings has got it. Carroll will have to retreat. And he's going back as he chases 98. They push back into the Helena zone. Walking-Child cuts it off along the boards. Carroll's got it. He looks forward to Carson Bushnell. Bushnell's got it. He's got a little bit of speed. He's stick handling along the boards. He's caught by number 70. He tries to make a move. Bushnell shot right up off the chest of that goalie. Now back behind the board, still battling for it, and he sticks it in! Bushnell just didn't stop. He came down the right side, had a shot off the goalie's chest. He bounced back. He took it back around that net and stuffed it in the other post. Nice goal by Carson Bushnell. Right winger there on that line. That was great play. That's what you want to see. Good, aggressive, hard hockey there. Not looking for anything fancy, just sticking with his rebound, staying with the play, and finding the net for the first goal of the game at 12:34 in the first period. Change line, Carroll out. Now he passes over to Peterson. Peterson pushes it up over the line. That's going to be icing. It's called off. No, it's not. That's going to be icing on Helena. That'll bring it back down to their end. They'll get started deep in their own territory. Defense, Stevens, Rice, Reeser, and Carroll Rygaard. Peterson out. Not too much changing here so far. The first two lines, as I mentioned, pretty much just going back and forth. Defense, it looks like they're running about 5 players in a bit of a rotation with Pancoast out. That one definitely hurts. Pancoast, really strong defense, fast player, great hands. Rygaard now along the boards. Reeser tips forward. Here comes Carroll. Carroll's got a little bit of space. He gets around one player. He's got another one in front of him. He goes left. He loses it. It goes back. He's still holding on to it. He sticks it up as he takes a hit along the boards, but Rygaard had a little bit of room. He stick handles. He loses to the Billings player there. He couldn't quite hold it. As Peterson comes in to try to break it up, he can't quite, but that slows him down. Causes Billings to dump it in. Now you come back around. Peterson's going to challenge on the boards, throws down the hit. Now Stevens along the board. Carroll will bring it out and around. He'll look up. He doesn't have anything. He angles it off. It goes back to Billings now. Carroll's got it, but it's off another. Billings dumps it back in. Good job by Billings holding it in. Strong wall there along that blue line. This time they got it out. Reeser pushes it out with sheer force. Now Carroll with about 4 Billings players in front of him. Can't quite get by that one. Now it's back to Walkinshaw. Walkinshaw looking, angles, dumps it in, looking for the angle, but that would be icing. And that will bring it back down to the Helena end as they make a shift change. That'll allow them to get set up, but they'll get set up deep close to their goal. 11:24 to go in this first period. Helena up 1-0. Lillevat, Libert to his left. Carson Bushnell scored the first goal of this game to his right. There they go. Pushes it forward. Little move. Oh, just off the stick of Billings. He couldn't get control of it. He had an opening there. And now back in front. Now Lillevet's got it. He's looking for some opening. He can't quite get it. Really nice job stick handling. Comes to the open side. Now he's moving it across center ice. He dumps it over Libert. Libert back to Lillevet. Lillevet now deep into the corner along the boards. Billings has got it. Now Bushnell will challenge. Breaks it up a bit. But now Billings has got it with the clear shot out and across. That'll go down in the corner. Baumgart's battles for it there. Now Lillevet will come, collect back over center ice. Taps to Bushnell. Bushnell into the zone. Now Bushnell looking, shooting. Oh! Off the right arm of the goalie. That was looking good. Libert backhand, trying to keep it in, but it goes to him off that stick. Now Walkinshaw chops it down at center ice, tosses it forward to Lillevet. Lillevet now looking for some room. He skates in. He winds up off the foot of the Billings defender. He clears it back out of the zone. Now Walkinshaw again. He skates back, but now he's picked off. Carroll's back there. And now here comes Bushnell trying to get it moving. He tips it up, but right in the hands of the Billings player. Dump it back in. Now Andrew Carroll stick handling. He sees Libert, but Libert's covered up real fast. And now it's back to the Billings. Now back to Carroll. Carroll looks, pushes it up and over. If that was touched, that's not, and it must not have been touched, and that's icing. So Carroll looking for some kind of a breakout move there. Couldn't quite catch Libert. And that ices the puck and sends it to the back. William Carroll, Rygaard, and Peterson out with Reeser and Andrew Carroll on defense. William Carroll starts to move the puck across. Rygaard pushes forward. William Carroll's covered up there as he tries to move it over. They knock it out. But Billings has got the puck. They come back around the corner, takes a shot wide right. Sublett knocks it back behind the net to Carroll. Carroll whips it around to Peterson. Peterson can't quite get a stick on it. Billings has got it. He's going to battle. Goes right across in front, number 5. Billings can't quite get the one-hander to go. One-timer to go. Billings whips it back in. That'll cause Carroll to trot into the corner. He's covered up quick and taken down by the Billings player. Now William Carroll comes in to try to stop progress here, but that one comes out, and nice save by Pierce Sublett. That just bounced around right onto the stick of that Billings player, right in his face, shot up high. Nice glove save, Sublett. Keeping Helena up at 9:30. Bit of a breakdown there. Things got a little sloppy for Helena. But Sublett holds the fortress down. Now Lillevet chops out to Libert. Libert back. Can't quite get by there. Here comes Reeser. Reeser over, out of line, almost over center ice before he gets tangled up with Billings. And that one goes up and out of play. Take a center ice face-off here. 9:15 to go. Olivet down for the face-off against Billings. Billings wins the face-off, knocks it back, but quickly back to Reeser. Reeser now up to Libbert. Libbert can't quite get a handle on it. They battle in mid-ice. Now it trickles into the zone, quickly back out. Nope. They hold it. Now Lillivette brings it in deeper. Lillivette back around the corner. He's got it. The Billings player falls down. He's looking. He tries to get it to Libbert. Can't quite. Now it trickles back out. Reeser tries to take a shot. That one kind of squiggles off to the deep right. Bushnell chasing it back into the corner. Now along the boards. Libbert tries to hold it in along with Stevens and Bushnell. Now Libbert pushes it up, but Billings has got it. Come back behind their own net. Reeser coming in to stop it at the point. He does. He gets by one skater. Can't get by the other, but Lillivette had it. And now, that backhand by Bushnell almost found the net. He couldn't quite get it there, maybe 6 inches at most. Nice shot by Carson Bushnell. Reeser holds it. Helena's finally getting some sustained action here in the Billings end. Most of the action's felt a little tilted to my left. Here comes Lillivette to come in. 2 players on the ice. Looks back in front. Can't quite get anyone open there as skates fly. Now Reeser comes in to try to hold it in. Can't, and that'll be a slash on 52, Warren Reeser there as he attempted to break up that play. He kind of went diving as that was coming out of the zone, and he wanted to try to catch it. He was down low on defense. Unfortunately, as he did, he splashed, and now we're going to have the first penalty of the game at 8:06 in the first period. 2-minute slashing penalty. Warren Reeser and Helena goes out. On a power play kill, they send out Peterson and Carroll. Quickly, Billings wins the faceoff. They dump it deep in. Walkenchild and Stevens chasing. Billings got it back behind the net. Carroll just pulls it out from the stick of a Billings player who was set up nicely in front of the goal there. Billings holding on. Now Carroll in front. Walkenchild for a second kind of lost there, but fortunately the puck goes by Billings player and can't quite get it going. Now Peterson put a little pressure on the defense. Carroll on the other side. He kneels down to try to create as much volume as he can. Billings back around. They look for someone in front. Pass across. It's off the stick. Just broken up by Walkenchild. Can't quite get a shot off there. Walkenchild now along the boards with 2 players. Carroll backing him up. It comes out behind the net. Carroll's got it, and he is going to ice that puck with 1:13 to go. He'll knock off 3 or 4 seconds there, maybe 4 or 5, that icing, and give them a chance to get regrouped. With 1:10 to go in this power play for Billings Bulls. First penalty of the game, first power play of the game. And so Helena takes that opportunity to switch things out. They got Lillivette and Libbert out. And not sure. It looks like the Billings head coach has been ejected. I missed all of the action here at the bench. That'll draw a minor. As a minimum, we're seeing as the referee is giving the scorekeeper all of the information. I'm not quite sure what happened. Billings players will go out. The captain can ask some questions of the referees and find out what the call was. At that point, Billings was holding that power play down pretty well in the Helena zone. I don't see their last move there was just an icing. Billings was setting up on a nice power play. They were a skater up. So far, no penalties against Billings this game. I do not know what got the head coach there so wound up. But something did, and so he's been ejected. They'll take a 2-minute bench minor for that. Must have even gotten a warning. It must have been something pretty bad. So Carroll whips it back along. Libbert now along the boards. Now it's 4-on-4 hockey for the next 59 seconds, and then Helena will be on the power play. Winds up off the foot of Walkenchild. Puck comes back along the side. Billings still setting up like they're on a power play. They get a clear shot there. Maybe to the benefit of Sublett as he grabs that with his glove and stops play with 6:53 to go in the first period. 47 seconds left on Billings on Helena. They'll go up in 47 seconds. They'll go up the skater. They keep Libbert and Lillivette out. Lillivette will take the drop. He knocks over to Walking Child. Walking Child tries to move it along the puck. He can't quite. Lillivette's back there now. Andrew Carroll tapping it forward, but Billings has got it at the point. They pass over to the right, take a shot across the front. They don't find anything. Now they take a shot from the other side. That one goes wide left. Slides out, but another shot from the other side. That one's broken up. Now Lillivette's got it. He's looking up. He's going to skate. He looks for Libbert. He's got Libbert. Libbert's got to stop and slow up to get it. He comes back around. He ends up on the ice. Now Lillivette comes chasing. He's all alone deep here in the end. Andrew Carroll will come to hold the point for Helena. He can't quite as that one snakes out. Walking Child will have to come back deep. 10 seconds left before Helena goes up a skater. Walking Child back along to Libbert. Libbert tries to knock through the center to Billings. Comes back out. Ping pong around now. Helena on the power play for 48 seconds. Walking Child now. With some Reeser back out. It's the fifth skater. Walking Child takes a couple steps past Reeser. Reeser's got one on his side. He's charging in. He can't quite get it off before he gets covered up. Libbert comes along the other side. William Carroll's on the ice now too. Interesting mix of lines. Baumgart out on defense. Defense over Baumgart to Reeser now. Reeser looks, chops it in, looking for Libbert. Libbert back along the board, slows up. Now William Carroll in to try to stop it. He misses the puck. Billings has got it. Carroll comes in to try to break it up, but Billings on the move as they come through center ice. Baumgart works player out, can't quite get it. They get a shot, goes off the chest. Baumgart back behind the net. Now William Carroll in to help. That one goes off the stick of Reeser. Tap pass to Libbert, not quite enough for him to get up ahead of speed and get going. He tips it forward. Now William Carroll along the boards as he battles. Now Reeser's got it. That's a lot of power out there for Helena, but two of them knocked down quick, and here comes Billings. Shot wide right. Stevens now on defense. He comes across. He can't quite hold it. And William Carroll comes in, backhands it to clear it out of the zone. That one's going to trickle down for icing. No, they call it off. Reeser in, chasing hard. He's got the puck. Now Rygaard on. Reeser covered up on the boards. Rygaard backing him up. Rygaard's got the puck. Now he comes around. He's looking for something. He passes to Carroll. Andrew Carroll shoots in into the glove of the Billings goalie. Number of Helena players down low in case there was a rebound, but nothing. That one gets covered up as off the shot of defender Andrew Carroll, and they'll take the opportunity to send in Peterson now and get their lines back to normal. And we'll see William Carroll, Rygaard, and Peterson stay out. Walking Child and Andrew Carroll on defense. We're back to full strength. 5-on-5. Billings head coach ejected here from this game. We'll find out afterwards what happened, maybe. I don't know. Peterson battling. Slides out now. Walking Child is alone. He's got two. Andrew Carroll coming back. Pass just across. Gets out of the way, that Billings player. Thankfully for Carroll, it was a step behind, unfortunately, there. But now Carroll's got it. He looks up. He passes forward to his brother. He drops it with his hand. He's looking for some kind of opening. He ends up all the way across the board. Stops. He passes across. One-timer by Andrew Carroll goes wide left. Rygaard was down low. Now Rygaard battling downside. Back out to Peterson. Peterson comes across. He skates back behind the net looking for some space. He can't get it. He's covered up pretty quickly. Now he's got some room. Now he's got Rygaard. Rygaard skating around. Back to Peterson, but it goes off his stick. He's got to chase it back on the boards. He's coming around looking. He turns around. Now he's stuck up on the boards. William Carroll comes in, steps by one, steps by, can't get by two, but Peterson's there. Carroll, Rygaard. No, Carroll tries to stuff it in. A couple bounce around, can't quite get it to go. Tons of pressure here by this line right now. Walking Child chops it back. Rygaard comes in looking hard, but Billings has got it. This time they might have it. Nope, Walking Child comes up. One-timer goes off the feet of the Billings players. He pushes it in. Peterson stick handle and comes across the front. Shoots off the leg of the Billings player as Helena gets caught changing lanes. Changing lines now. Andrew Carroll's back hard. Lillivette comes in off the bench to take it. He passes to Bushnell. He's got a little bit of room. Bushnell turns. Now he's got a lot of company by it. He's going to jump in. Nope. Lillivette holds it, but there's a lot of traffic up front. Libbert looking for something in the front. Almost got a pass here by that Billings player. Now they toss it across, get the angle off. Libbert's got to come back out. He angles it back in as all the Helena players come out. Gives Billings a second to get set up. They go for the stretch pass. They have it. They get by Walking Child, and they've got three skaters back. And oh, they just missed the shot. The player was all alone, wide open, and just missed it. Now this one comes off. Bushnell, Libbert trying to find some room. Bushnell down on the ice. Libbert can't quite get by, so he finally just dumps it out of the zone. Back into Billings' possession. They dump it back in themselves. Now Walking Child coming across. Taps it, looking for Carroll. William Carroll back on the ice. Now Libbert. They get by both. Shot off the leg of Sublett. Now William Carroll coming to try to clear it out. He can't quite get by both players. Bushnell taps it forward. And Billings back into the zone. Now as they change, they've got a second. Walkinshaw whips it across. No one there. Stops outside. Carroll will challenge, and he's got it. It goes off his leg. No icing. Goes deep. Now Carroll's in a foot race with number 52. Fast player by Billings. He picks it up behind the net. Carroll can't quite get there. Defenders changing lines weren't there to stop it. Reeser knocks it back in. They'll do a change of some forwards here, exhausted from that shift. Peterson stops it there. Libbert wide right. Peterson looking for it. Can't quite reach out. Angry he didn't get that chance at that rebound. Had the goalie off. Nice hold there by Helena, though. They're back at it. Nope. Now Lillivette looking for it, but they got it out. That'll cause Stevens to turn around. Picks it up at the red line. He comes back around the other side. Stick handles. He's covered up. Now Billings has got possession. Back across the front. Fortunately, no one there. And here comes Peterson up over, back across. He's now in another foot race with Billings. He can't get down there quite fast enough, but Reeser is there to hold it in at the blue line. He comes across the front. Reaching, can't hold it quite on. Lillivette comes in, delivers the hit, but now he's down on the ice. Stevens back with Peterson, and we've got a roughing call. So, number 25, Lillivette, sent to the box for 2 minutes. Rough. So, number 25, Jaden Lillivette, roughing, coming out of that transition there. He got tangled up, looked like a hit, but not a clean hit. And so he gets 2 minutes, and Helena goes down one once again. Some confusion. Blow the whistle. They get 5 seconds to get this face-off going. Billings coasts in. Out for the penalty kill for Helena. 2 Carrolls, William Carroll, Andrew Carroll, Walkie Child, and Peterson. So that one goes up. Nice job by Carroll to clear it out without icing it. So that one comes down. Big brother goes down to chase. He can't quite catch up. Peterson now along the boards. Pushes it forward. That picked off. Now William Carroll comes back along with Walking Child, who pushes it forward. No ice. They call that off there. Billings player close enough to it. Peterson comes in and puts some pressure on. That one gets by. Now Andrew Carroll holds it at center ice. He skates forward. He's got 3 Billings players in front of him, so he gets held up at the blue line. He loses a stick. Now William Carroll comes in. Nowhere else to go. That'll be offsides, as Andrew Carroll went in looking for his stick that got kicked into the Billings zone. But they have killed off 31 seconds of this power play. 1:29 to go. Switching it up here, Rygaard and Libbert out, with Reeser and Walking Child to work off this next minute 30 of this penalty power play. And Libbert's got it. He's by 1. He chops a pass, being 1 down. Billings back around their own net. Libbert gives a little bit of chase. Now all the way down to the other end to Walking Child. Walking Child challenge up against the boards there with the referee. And Libbert comes back across the blue line. He's got it, but he's got a lot of Billings in front of him. So he dumps it in, burns some more time off. Rygaard is going to chase and put some pressure on. No one comes across, but Walkie Child is there just behind the blue line. He knocks it in. And that's going to be the end of our first period here. 6 seconds to go. Oh, one off the back of that Billings player. 1 second, 2 seconds shot wide left and out. And there we go. So at the end of one period, it is Helena 1, Billings 0. We will go into the second period with 50 seconds left on a power play for Billings. And so far, I'd say this was tilted slightly to my left. Got better as the period went on. Helena started to get a little bit more aggressive, started to do a little bit better job in the forecheck and holding the puck down in the Billings end. Started out just like last weekend in both games, so pretty heavy Billings. Pressure, lots of pressure on Helena. Some great saves in the first period by Sublett. One right in his face. Billings wide open there, just probably about 4 or 5 feet away, elevated the puck, but right into the glove of Sublett and keeping it 1-0. So far, we haven't seen too much experimentation by the coaches for Helena. Playing it pretty much how we've seen it. 2 first lines of offense, rotating in and out. A couple different power play looks or shorthanded looks. And on defense, it looks like about a 5-skater rotation back there tonight with Kobe Pancoast out. But plenty of options on this team defense. And so far, nothing too creative. We've not seen that third line of Helena out yet on offense. We'll see at the one point lead. I don't know that we'll see that yet. First goal, Carson Bushnell. Beautiful goal, came down, took his own rebound back around the net and stuffed it in the other way. So, players change sides. Sublet skates to my right and out to take the first shift and try to kill off the last 50 seconds of this power play comes Peterson, Carroll, Reeser, and Andrew Carroll. Referee blows a whistle, checks both goalies, checks the scorekeeper, skates in, and drops the puck. William Carroll wins the faceoff, pushes forward, gets knocked down as he tries to get through that next Billings player. Big kids, big physical kids on this team. You're not going to see them getting pushed around really at all. Big hits, just solid, just like that one back along the boards as Peterson doing his best to fend it off now. Billings moves it up. One-timer doesn't go. Carroll's got it, but defender's good position. He's going to go wide left, trying to get some movement. Stop, and shot goes off the stick of Billings and up and away. Billings gets stuck on the boards there. They toss it deep in. It should be icing. It is, so they'll bring it back the other way. Good move there for Helena to let that one go. Save some of their energy and take a moment to get set up in the Billings end with 14 seconds left to go with that power play. A little bit of excitement here with the Billings head coach getting ejected in that first period. So far, it looked like a pretty clean game. There had only been one penalty at that point against Helena. Last play I saw was an icing. I don't know what triggered him. Walking-Child holds the blue line nicely there, almost trickled past him. 6 seconds left. Bushnell's got him tied up in the corner. That should about knock off the power play, and they kill it. And so now backing around, Stevens and Libbert come in. Libbert pushes hard, but Lillivette comes in off the bench, one-timer. Nice save by Billings goalie as he slides across. Lillivette comes in, delivers the hit against the boards. Libbert now looking for something. He's down. This one's back out. Walker-Child gets by him. Now it's Billings, number 5, one-on-one with Stevens. Stays outside and just stick handles himself right out. Stevens comes up to try to clear it, but Billings does pick up. Soft shot off the rebound there. Helena goes deep down in the boards, try to get this out of here. Bushnell's got it. He's going to skate across, and he falls down. We've seen a lot of skaters falling down. I don't know what kind of condition this ice is in tonight. But we've seen a bunch just taking falls here when they shouldn't have. That time Bushnell was just skating for the puck. Walking-Child in the corner. He knocks it forward. Can't quite get it off. Goes off Libbert's foot. Knocked it back in, and Walking-Child whips it around. Lillivette off his stick and on to Billings. Billings comes around looking for something, but Stevens is there to stop him. And there's Bushnell, and there's another shot right off Walking-Child's legs. Stands up. But Billings still with control, holding on. Good forecheck by Billings. Now Libbert's got it. Libbert comes back, tries to angle it out. It does. It gets by the Billings player. It goes down just into Billings territory. Now Billings back at it. This one Stevens got. Kicks forward. Libbert follows it up. Libbert's in a battle for it along the boards. Tons. He takes a big hit across along the boards, and the arm of the referee goes up. Billings whacks it, and that hit on Libbert has Libbert slow to get up. Elbow. I don't know how these referees see this. I'm impressed by the speed of where they're picking up the nuances of that. I certainly did see Libbert take a pretty big hit against those boards there, but being able to identify that. So Helena goes on the power play. They send out Peterson, Carroll, Rygaard. Carroll knocks it over to Rygaard, now to Peterson, but Billings has got it, and now they push in. Rygaard comes chasing, shot wide left, back behind the net. Baumgart comes back, collects the puck, back off Carroll's stick. Now Rygaard's got it in the right position. He taps it over to Carroll. Carroll comes in over the line. He's got possession. He's looking across. Oh, off the skate of the Billings player. Carroll was trying to find Peterson, but off the skate of the Billings player, and so they come all the way back. Reeser taps over to Baumgart. Baumgart taken down at the boards there. Now Peterson to Carroll. Carroll trying to get it out of the zone. It comes out, but Billings has got possession. Rygaard chasing to try to get possession of this back. Billings short one, but right now on the move. That one gets all the way down behind the net. Reeser now will have the moment. He's going to try to get by 10. He's going to get by one other. He ducks and dives. He can't quite get it before he's down. Now Carroll coming to put pressure on to try to gain control of this, but it's all the way back to Baumgart. Baumgart, Peterson. Baumgart now looking. Angles to Carroll, but it's behind him, so Reeser's got it. Now Reeser on the charge. He comes far left. He's going to shoot, and right in the glove of the Billings player. 52 seconds left in the power play. 12:21 to go in the second period. Not much production there by that Helena line on the power play at all. They spent most of that in the neutral zone or in the Billings end. So they'll send out Lillivette, Libert, and Bushnell to see if they can do better. Walkenchild back. He's going to shoot, and that one goes off the leg of a Billings player in front, and Billings has got it out. Now Andrew Carroll has to chase all the way back to his own goalie, who'll knock it away, and now Andrew Carroll, not quite sure what happened there. A little miscommunication. Shot goes wide left. Now it's back across. Billings takes a shot. Walkenchild's got it. He tries to pass up, but it gets in front of Lillivette, and it's going to go all the way down to the other end for icing. 25 seconds left in the power play, and they'll bring it all the way back to the Helena end. And this line not doing much better. Quickly losing possession of it and back into the Billings zone. So Lillivette, Libert. Bushnell out. See what they can do with 25 seconds left. They're going to have to charge fast, and that's what Libert's good at. He tosses over, but Billings has got it. Carson Bushnell reaching, can't quite get it. Reeser now knocks forward. Bushnell's got it. He looks for Libert, but it gets by him. Lillivette comes in. Not before Billings can get there, and that's going to be about it. Nope, 9 seconds left, but Billings has got possession. They're coming back around in front, ends up behind, right in front, slides by two players. Shot. Gets a hand down, blocks it. Nice job by Stevens there. Gurs it out, angles. Now Stevens, Bushnell in, gets by him. Now Lillivette knocks it forward to Bushnell. Bushnell brings it into the zone, almost loses it. Reeser now, shot, rebound. Billings is there to pick it up. Lillivette tries to one-time it in the air, misses. Now Billings comes in, they've got it, but Walkenchild and Reeser get back. Can't quite get anything set up there. Lillivette along the boards, and that's going to draw a penalty, roughing, as just as the player got rid of the puck, Walkenchild making the late hit there, gets a roughing penalty. Now Helena back, shorthanded again on the power play kill. So with 11 minutes to go in the second period, Helena now faced with 2 minutes down a skater. They sent out a power play kill unit here of Carroll, Reeser, Peterson, and Andrew Carroll. William Carroll down for the faceoff. Goes back out to the strong side for Billings, who knocks it back to the point. Can't quite get there. Carroll almost has it cleared out, but it gets back to the Billings possession. Now Reeser battling along the back of the boards. He gets knocked up off his skates. Billings now with some time in the back. Now it's underneath the Billings player. Everybody's tied up. One player on the ice now. Two people whipping around, and Billings, Reeser comes in. Just getting ugly back there. Someone better get out of there before they get hurt. They finally clear out. That one just under the stick of Carroll. He had a chance there. Now Reeser and Carroll have it. Carroll to Carroll. Carroll tries to get it by one, by another. Can't get it by them all, but he burns some of that time there, moving the puck deep into the zone before Billings swallows him up. Now they're back. Andrew Carroll's got it. It has his feet. He gets taken down. Billings player goes down. They get across. Nice job by Baumgart to intercept that. Now William Carroll gets a stick on it, drops it deep into Billings zone as he goes in and chases Baumgart. Holding the line, can't quite get at it, trickles out, 55 seconds left. Bushnell on the ice now. He comes back, he looks, and he ices the puck. Not quite sure what Bushnell was looking at there. A couple steps forward over that red line, that would have been a nice move. They just had a shift change, they didn't need it for that, but that'll bring it back into the Helena end with 48 seconds left on this power play. Libert, Lillivette, Stevens, and Walkie-Child out to try to finish this one off. Lost track already of the penalties. They started to come a little faster and more furiously here towards the end of the first and of the second period. Lillivette along the boards. Back across, empty side of the ice. Billings takes advantage, steps up, takes a shot, goes wide left, back around the net. Lillivette comes, chases. He lifts the puck, trying to get it clear there. Comes back the other way now. Pass out across the front of the ice, back to the Billings defender who takes a shot in. Lots of traffic, puck bouncing around. Fortunately goes back behind the net. Now back across again. Bushnell's there to break it up. Pass to Libert. Libert looks, doesn't have anything. Now he's got Lillivette. Lillivette comes across. Lillivette's got one in front of him. Stick handles, takes a elbow to the face as he comes across the blue line. So Lillivette drawing a penalty there with 11 seconds left on the power play by Billings is now going to send Billings 68 to the bench. As Lillivette was just coming across that blue line and just took an elbow right up to the cage. So now, 11 seconds of 4-on-4 hockey, and we'll go to a power play by Helena. Lillivette stays out on the ice, grimaces a little bit. Had to have been pretty uncomfortable there. And now they'll make a change as they get settled, and they'll send William Carroll and Peterson out now instead. And they'll take the face-off at center ice. And Andrew Carroll, Reeser back, William Carroll and Peterson up. 11 seconds of 4-on-4. We'll see who they send out as the fifth player in 11 seconds. Carroll takes a drop, pushes forward, can't quite get there. Peterson trying to follow up, but Billings has got it. Billings at center ice. Now along the boards with Reeser. Now back to Andrew Carroll. Andrew Carroll with some time looks for his brother, can't get it there. It gets intercepted, but there's Peterson. Peterson across, can't quite get there. Now they're offsides. Yep. A little confusion there as they try to move the puck into the zone. Minute 40 now on a power play for Helena as they send out Rygaard to finish off the line. William Carroll almost knocks it into the zone. Now he's moving it himself. He gets it by one player, by another. Peterson comes to back him up. Peterson back deep into the corner. He drops it back, but now Carroll battling with Billings along the boards. It comes back around the other side. Strong side for Billings as they're able to knock it out. Reeser stops the blue line. Helena's got to get out there. Gives Billings a chance to come back. Now Andrew Carroll comes along. Stick handles by one. Now he's got time. He taps to his brother, William. Williams got it at his feet. He comes across, but he loses it just as he gets across. But Reeser's got it now. Reeser looking. Reeser back to Peterson. Peterson back to Reeser. Reeser looks. Waiting for someone to get open. He stick handles, turns, curves back. Now at Rygaard's feet. He shoots 1, 2. Can't get it there. And Billings ices the puck. As that bounced around, no one able to get a stick on it and get it lifted up into that net. Nice opportunity there for Helena. 52 seconds left in the power play, not able to get it to stick home. Carroll, Peterson, Rygaard stay out for the Bighorns. Walkie-Child, Reeser in the back. Carroll takes a face-off. Drives forward, shot wide right into the back of the net. Carroll comes off the face-off with the win. That one right in front of the net, but no one home for the Bighorns. Billings, nice angle, slow shot to get some time back into their zone. Strong shot by Walkie-Child. Billings takes a shot wide right. Now Peterson looking over his shoulder. He tries to chip forward. That one's picked off by Billings. He tries again. Rygaard to Carroll. Carroll, 3 Billings players in front of him. Stick handles by one. Tries to get by another. He cuts across. He is totally tied up there by Billings. Peterson's got it. He shoots across. Carroll tip, goes wide left. Reeser in a foot race for it. He taps it back to Rygaard. Cross check. So Reeser for a second penalty of this game. Somewhere in there. As they were tangling along the boards, Reeser. Interference, not cross-check. I always get those two confused. So somewhere in there along the chaos of the boards there, Helena trying to make something out of this power play. And we're just going overlapping power plays here. 13 seconds of 4-on-4 hockey. And we will then go to a Billings power play. Still with Helena up just 1-0. All of these penalties are hurting both teams. Just slowing momentum, kind of going minute and a half one way, minute and a half the other. So they skated out. We'll take it at the outside the zone now. Coach Reeser asking the referee for some information about what that call was, and the referee explaining how Reeser somehow stopped the momentum of someone trying to get to the puck, someone not carrying the puck. So Lillivette out for the faceoff, gets underneath his skates, and it gets past him. Walking Child has got it along the boards. He's looking for something, but there's no one out there at the point. Shot back behind the net, Lillivette chasing. Now Billings sends one more on. They're on the power play. That one goes wide right. It's Helena now trying to kill. That one goes back behind the net. Lillivette chases out along the boards. He tips forward, but that's going to be icing. If it makes it to the red line, it might not. And Libert's got it. He stops. He's looking for some help. All he's got are black jerseys in front of him as he skates it around and then takes a hit in the corner. Walking Child steps up one time, and goes off the skate of Billings player. Lillivette comes in to try to hold it. Lillivette now at center ice. They're skating it back towards the Helena end. Billings has got it. Dumps it back behind the net. Picks up the zone rebound there. Back in front. Broken up by Lillivette. Lillivette almost skating it out of there. Now Lillivette's got it. He stick handles pass to Libert. Libert tries to turn around that one player. Can't quite get there. And Billings dumps it in. And that'll chase Carroll around. Carroll along the boards. He's got it. He's up, looking. He goes airborne. Lillivette goes airborne and into the box. Almost taking the head off one of his own players back there. So Carroll and Lillivette taking it to the air. Two high shots there, trying to get it clear of the zone with 40 seconds left on the power play for Billings as Peterson, Carroll, Stevens, Rygaard skate out. .6:05 left in the second period. William Carroll, 40 seconds to try to kill off here. Pass it back out. Rygaard gets a shot off. Nice save by Sublight. It comes back out, but it goes back behind the net. Rygaard, pass across, can't quite catch Carroll, but does clear it out of the zone. Sends it in. That's going to send Billings out. Stevens skates it up over center ice. Dumps it in, and that'll be icing. He needed 2 more strides there so that it wouldn't have been icing. It would have been a nice dump, but got rid of it a little early. Bad tendency of myself. I know when I'm playing, you just get excited to get to that point. You see a bunch of skaters in front of you. But it kills off some time. We're down to 20 seconds left in the power play. As Helena trying to hold on to this 1-0 lead. Too late, they'd already whistled. Billings trying to change skaters there after, I believe the ref had whistled. Too late there for them to do that. They'll be able to do it once the puck drops. Carroll takes it, goes back underneath. Billings out at the point, slides forward, can't quite get possession, and now Peterson back behind the net. He's looking, he's got 2 in front of him, so he goes airborne. Carroll in a foot race down along the boards. He's got 1, he's got to get by 1, he shoots. Oh, he did not have the angle, ends up in the back of the net. He's alone there. He's killed off the penalty, though, and he now skates out, dumps it back behind him. Rygaard's got it behind the net. Rygaard comes in looking for someone in front, just off the foot of that Billings player. Had an opportunity there. Now Billings on the charge down back to even. Stevens comes in, delivers a nice hit there against Billings as he's removes the puck. Now Reeser looks for Rygaard, goes under Rygaard's stick. Rygaard's going to charge. No icing there. I thought he was over the line, but maybe not. And Rygaard again along the boards. Billings has got it. They try to get across off Reeser's foot. Now Stevens, who's all tangled up, looked like his arm was held there, but now Reeser along the boards. Rygaard, Reeser, Stevens back, Peterson back. Looks like Peterson back on D, so we got Peterson and D. A little bit of a change-up, kind of playing both ways here today. He clears to Reeser unless he's switching around with Reeser. Reeser on the move, Lillivette to his left. Reeser across, doesn't get it in. Oh! And there is a hook, so as Reeser was on the move, gets a shot off, had a rebound shot. 2 good saves here by the Billings goalie, but In the midst of it, Billings player got a little bit behind, goes ahead and ends up hooking. And we've got another one in the box. This has been one penalty-laden period now. 98 for Billings to the box for 2 minutes for hooking. Helena back on the power play with 4:18 to go in the second period. Lillivette, Bushnell, Libbert out on the ice with Carroll walking child behind them. Here comes Libbert, actually that was Bushnell, just got a touch on it. Carroll taps it forward to Libbert taps it forward into the zone. But Billings has got it. They come back around the other end. Bushnell's there. He stops. Good possession. He goes across. One timer to Libbert. It was wide open. He just missed it. He never misses those. Back to Bushnell. Bushnell back across. Lillivette shoots. He had to reach for it. Went wide left. Libbert looking. He goes across to Bushnell. Bushnell, another shot off the leg of that goalie. Great job by the Billings goalie. Couple of great saves there. And that one kicks back out. Carroll looks. He whiffs. Oh no, and it gets by him. Now Carroll lost, and he gets a stick down. That one back across. Billings can't get control of it. Nice save by Sublett. Walking Child's now back to help out. That one just fell apart. That one just got by. Now Carroll on the charge. He passes forward to Bushnell. Bushnell looking for someone. Doesn't quite get it to Lillivette. Bushnell keeps it in. Now Libbert in the foot race. Try to get it. Can't quite get there. Bushnell's got it. He goes across wide left. Lillivette back around. He gets tangled up there. He's now got a little bit of room to play with. Comes back the other way. A 2-on-1 there. William Carroll coming in. He pushes it forward to try to hold it in. Now Libbert down low, trying to get something to go. Puck's still dropping around. Libbert's got it. He looks, but it goes off the player. Now William Carroll, nope, he gets swallowed up. Now Peterson steps up. He tries to move it. Carroll's got it. Someone's lost the stick. That's Billings. William Carroll across to Reeser, and then Libbert! Carroll, Reeser, Libbert going to work to finally get another one in on that power play. Carroll took a second, looked, found Reeser wide open. Reeser makes the shot. Libbert down low, waiting for that rebound. When it dropped, he knocked it home. So assist for Reeser, goal for Libbert. Helena goes up 2-0 on a power play goal. 2:31 left in the second period. Nice work there, Reeser and Libbert working hard together. Finally some puck movement on one of these penalties. We hadn't quite seen that. It would have been a lot of back and forth. But you hadn't seen any kind of that good positioning and passing. We got some there. And we're back at full strength. 2:31 to go. Helena up 2-0. William Carroll takes face-off. Billings now on it. Carroll comes back around. Can't quite get it by Peterson along the boards. Goes back, gets by Baumgart. Baumgart chasing back now. Reeser back to help. He goes the other way. Baumgart comes in, gets a stick on it, pushes forward to Peterson. Peterson can't get there before it gets knocked in. Reeser now behind the net. He's looking for some space. He passes forward, looking for Rygaard and Carroll, who aren't quite there. Behind the net, here Baumgart knocks it forward. Rygaard's got it, can't quite get it clear either. He passes across right onto the stick of the Billings player, but he can't get a shot off. It whips back and around. Back out at the point, chips forward, looking for some opening. They've got a couple down low, lots of battling, gets through without any damage. Peterson skates it up out of the zone. He gets by one, he's tangled up, but he is just manhandled as he tries to make it down towards the goal. Great breakaway by Peterson, but he is just clobbered. Covered up by that Billings player, no call. There have been plenty of penalties in this game. I, for one, was not looking forward to seeing another one at this point, but I don't know quite how he ended up down on the ice like that if there wasn't one. So 1:32 to go. Lillivette and Bushnell skate out into the Billings zone. Lillivette pushes forward, just gets past, and now Bushnell's got it. Oh, there's no one quite there. That one goes up and out. It'll come all the way back to Walking Child at center ice. Walking Child, it's got Libbert off his stick, taps into the zone, and Billings now back with possession and a little bit of speed. Here they come. Reeser, Walking Child back. Reeser knocks it away. Tosses it forward. Now Reeser, he's knocked to the ice. No call. Libbert along the side. Libbert knocks it up and forward. Can't quite hold it in. Lilivec comes back him up, but Billings has got it. Billings now comes in, has an opening. Chop. Nothing. Reeser. Nice save by Sublette. Reeser back. Pins him against the board. Bushnell coming back behind the net now, looking for some space. Clears it by icing it with 30 seconds left in the period, and they'll bring it back down in the Helena zone. .30 seconds to go in the second period. Helena up 2-0. In this interesting game here. 5th game in the series for these two teams, league series. Whoever win this, very likely to get number 1 seed going in the state tournament. William Carroll out on the ice with Peterson, Steven Srygard, and Andrew Carroll goes over to Peterson, shot across. Billings has got it. Can't quite get a shot off now. Carroll's got it. He's got the pass over to Peterson. Peterson stretches, can't quite get there. Now Andrew Carroll's got it. He stick handles. He looks for something, but he is intercepted as he comes across the red line. Peterson comes back in. There's a shot off the leg of Sublette, and now along the boards, it gets Peterson is battling now. William Carroll tries to stick handle through 3 seconds, and that's going to be it. They lift it up and out of the zone, and that is the end of the second period. Helena Bighorns 2, Billings Bulls 0. And then we'll come on and bring on the Zamboni. We'll take a break here, and we'll see you in about 15 or 20. All right, welcome back. Third period here as the Billings Bulls take on the Helena Bighorns. And right now, coming out of the second period, Helena up 2-0. Eventful first two periods of hockey. 2 goals so far for Helena. The first coming from Carson Bushnell. Great wraparound goal. Going to get things started. And then a nice setup. Pacer Livert with the second goal, assisted by Warren Reeser on a power play goal there. Lots of penalties in the first 2 periods. I think it kind of got started. The ejection of the Billings head coach in the first period. Unfortunate. Kids playing hockey. I don't like to see stuff like that. So that cost them kind of one of the first 2-minute penalties of the game. It's gone a bit downhill since then. Both sides taking a number of calls and going back and forth here in terms of 5-on-4 hockey. I believe we're going in with 50 seconds left on a power play for Billings, but I think they may have picked up another 2-minute penalty during the intermission. And so I think we'll see them send one to the box to start the third period. So game 2-0, 16 minutes to play, deciding the number 1-2 seeds likely for state championships. Both teams have games over the remainder of the weekend, but both teams expected to win their 2 games tomorrow. Billings heading to Missoula and Helena here against Bozeman B team. So unless something unexpected happens, this will be it. So that's what they're playing for. We've seen Coach Reeser playing hard for it. He's gone out, and you've seen just the top 2 lines so far tonight playing offense. And they're rotating 5 skaters on D with Kobe Pancoast, a healthy scratch tonight out of town. Has mixed things up on D for the Bighorns. And so as the Bighorns skate around and get their legs back warmed up, we'll take another second break here, and we'll be back in 1 minute for your third period of hockey. All right, welcome back, and here we go. Helena working left to right. Pierce Sublett, number 6 in goal for Helena. So far perfect tonight with a couple beautiful saves. Billings goalie, number 26, doing great too. Lots of shots and some really good saves down at that end as well, but 2 finding their way through. And so to start, mix things up a little bit. So Peterson at center, William Carroll to his left, and Rygaard to his right. Stevens, Reeser out on the ice on D, and Faceoff is called off. There's a Billings player out of position, so they'll bring it back. And there was no additional 2-minute penalty. I thought there might have been. We're even, so here we go. Peterson knocks it forward into Billings' possession. Billings comes around. Carroll chasing, tries to get up across the boards, but Peterson now has got it. Reeser checks it up across the boards. Carroll tries to clear it out, can't quite get there. Peterson battling now along the boards back. Reeser will chase. He comes back around. Reeser to Rygaard. Rygaard looking to get it clear. Gets to Carroll under his stick. He tries to stick past one. Cannot get back by number 68. Big Billings defender. Carroll challenges deep into the zone. Peterson holding at the line, but it just sneaks by him. Reeser comes up, knocks it in. He's got to come off as Kara Rygaard was in the zone, so now they're clear, but that gave Billings a chance to get set up. They whip it out, angle it across. That one's going to be icing. If it gets across the line, it does just a foot or two right of the goal. We'll bring it back down to the Billings end and get our first shift change to the third period. Walkinschild and Carroll out on defense. Liverett, Bushnell, and Lillivette will go to work as the offense for the Bighorns. 15-15 to go. Friday night hockey. Here we go. Lillivette down for the face-off. Billings zone, knocks it forward. Bushnell comes up. Liverett back. Walkinschild, goes for the one-timer, loses it at the blue line. Comes out. That's offsides. And they'll take the face-off just outside, unfortunately. So Walkinschild set up nicely there, but just kind of lost it off a stick, and it tricked back over the blue line and forcing everyone out. Take it over to the far side. Face-off just in front of the Billings bench. Lillivette down, knocks it across. Billings has got it. They come out across. Carroll and Walkinschild retreat. Dumps back in. Walkinschild behind the net over the other side to Liverett. Liverett can't quite get there. That one goes. Pierce saves it. Now Andrew Carroll lifts it up, clears it out of the zone. Liverett chases. Now Andrew Carroll brings it across. He can't quite get hold of it before it gets into the Billings possession. Comes all the way across the ice for it. Now he goes the other way. Looking for someone over there. Liverett is on the ice. He comes, delivers the hit, but Billings quick to come back. Lillivette chasing. Now Liverett's going to have a little room. Nope, he can't quite get it, but Lillivette does. So Lillivette picking up ahead of Stevens. He comes across center ice. He'll come in with 4 Billings players all around him, and that one just sticks by. Bushnell backhand across the front of the goal. Can't quite get it to land. Liverett backhand now. Lillivette comes in to try to maintain possession of the Billings end. Liverett holding the line there, backed up by Walkinschild over at the point. Liverett battling with Billings down along. They go the other way. That'll pass it over to Bushnell. Bushnell comes in. He misses it, skates through it, but gets on the man. He gets back to Lillivette. Lillivette loses it at his feet to the Billings player. Now Baumgart has to retreat back. Number 5 on the breakaway. Takes a shot, goes wide left. Ricochet is out. Almost to the blue line. Liverett is there to push it over. Bushnell challenges. He's got it. Now he pushes it into the Billings end. But as he does, Billings wraps him up, obtains possession, and we're coming back the other way real fast. Little chip pass there by Billings, kind of a shot, doesn't go anywhere. Carroll is on the ice. He's got it. He's got one in front of him. Can't stick handle by that. Broken up by number 68. Just can't get by him. They whip it in on goal. Sublette ices the puck and takes the face off. Carroll just not able to get by that big number 68 defender for Billings. Long reach, big kid. 13:24 to go in the game. Carroll takes a face-off, goes over to Peterson. Peterson coming across the boards. He tries to push up. He's battling against 2 Billings players, now 3. Carroll comes in behind them to try to get something to move. Peterson still fighting hard. Now Carroll comes up behind. Now that one comes out into the glove of Sublette. Another great save. Carroll, down for the face-off. Over to Peterson. Peterson can't quite get a hold of it as he gets tangled up with the Billings player. Stevens back. Carroll now trying to clear the zone. Can't quite get it there. Shot is in and stopped. Another one by Sublette. And they will take another face-off. This time we'll try the other side and see if this is Helena's chance to try to move it out of the zone. They're going to send in a new line here. Lillivette, Bushnell, and Liverett. We'll see if they can do a better job getting some possession and getting this thing out of their end. It's going to take more than 2 goals, is my guess, to beat Billings tonight. They've still got a lot in them. They come back across. Ooh, nice tapped away by Stevens just in time there as someone loses a glove. Shot in. Ooh, Stevens puts his hand up to knock it away, misses it, but Sublette's got it. Another save by Sublette. And the gloveless player must have skated off. Hands it off to Billings. We'll relay that back to the bench. And Lillivette. We'll see now. Helena Back across to Bushnell. Now Bushnell's got enough speed to get it clear of the zone, but very quickly, Billings back at it. Lillivette chips up. Can't quite get past Bushnell now, and Reeser is retreating back. He's got not much room. Comes around, decides to change direction. He's going to try it himself. Oh, just as Lillivette changed direction. Trying to connect with Lillivette, but he did a quick change of direction. End up not quite where he expected. Stevens pushed back around. Back out to center ice. Can't quite get possession still. Stevens now looking. Ooh, almost broken up, but he comes back. Slows the plays up nicely there after that initial miss. Back out. Billings back across between the D. Back and forth. Shot goes off the stick of Lillivette. Lillivette looking for Bushnell. Can't get there. And that's a goal for Billings. Just fell apart. Helena just completely fell apart there. Everyone kind of spread out. Could not. No one quite knew who was doing what. And they just allowed that Billings player to walk right across the front of their net and backhand that in. At 11:42, first goal of the night for Billings, cuts the lead to 2-1. As I said, 2 is not going to be enough for Helena tonight. I can tell you that. Not for a win, I don't think. So we'll see if that's enough to spur Helena on to get something going here. Peterson back at center again, back out to Carroll. Carroll tries to push it forward, can't get through traffic. Walkie Child up. Can't get it there either. Goes underneath the legs of Carroll. Goes deep in. No icing. Rygaard's going to chase deep with some speed into the corner. He gets there, but he gets hung up on the boards. And now Peterson and Carroll trying to work. That one goes off some legs. There's no one in the middle except for black jerseys. And now they've got some speed. Helena on their heels. That one comes off. Nice save. Carroll picks it up behind the net. He looked for someone. He whips it across. That one mishandled there by Billings. Just enough to give room for Carroll to come in and pick it up. He stick handles. He's got a lot of Billings players along him, so he's coming all the way back in and around. Takes a hit on the back of the boards. And another one there as Rygaard comes in to try to help him out. 2 hits back to back just in front of the net there. Can't quite do it. Andrew Carroll now back in. Sends it in deep. Rygaard comes in to chase Peterson. Carroll's off, Lillivette's in. Walking Child will step up, keeps it. Peterson now back across, looking for Rygaard, but he was already sucked in, going back the other way. No one there. Rygaard now back behind the goal. Peterson will come in to challenge him along with Lillivette. 2 of them got sucked in there. Come back to try to hold it in. Can't quite do it. Lillivette comes across. Roughing, and that's Peterson down for 2, number 92, Rory Peterson roughing. 2 of them coming up the Peterson and Lillivette were both chasing as Billings gained possession. No Helena defender there, had to retreat back at the blue line. They wanted to try to hold it in, and in the midst of that, too much pushing and shoving, so that is roughing, and Helena now has got to kill off the power play, so they send out Libbert, Lillivette, Reeser, and Walking Child to do just that. Libert's got it. He comes across. He's going to shoot, and that's rebound, but no one there to nail that home. Nice shot by Libbert, shorthanded there. Reeser now coming back and across as they try to get set up. Libbert comes back to knock it away again. Nice job by Libbert. Real strong pressure here, trying to keep Billings from getting set up on this power play. 138, 137 to go, icing, and that'll bring it down to the other end. Nice play there by Helena on this power play kill so far. Change of players here. Andrew Carroll comes out, Reeser, Lillivette, and Libbert out. Back along the boards, tips it across. Reeser's got it. He chips it forward. Helena's got to get back set up for power for a short-handed setup here. Libbert chasing a bit. Lillivette cautiously steps up as Libbert retreats back. That one comes around. Andrew Carroll comes in, aggressively pushing along the boards, try to hold it, and he does, and it gets pushed back in. So Helena killing off time here pretty aggressively. 1:06 left in the power play. Libbert holds it there. Again, set 2 times. Libbert dumps it back in. He's pounding minutes off this clock. Libbert comes, still pushing hard. Carroll chops it forward. Libbert's off his stick. He brings it in. Just seeing seconds tick by. Andrew Carroll playing aggressively there on that right side defense in 4 or 5, 10 feet off that blue line. They're going to come back to his side again. William Carroll out. He knocks it away just as they're coming across the blue line and keeps Billings from picking up any momentum there. They finally got something as they turn them both around, but Bushnell is there. Carroll will back him up and come back around the net with only 25 seconds left in this power play. He nails it forward looking for his brother, but he finds a Billings player, but now it's off his stick again. Ooh, he tries to get it to William Carroll, but it goes off the skate of one of the Billings players. Would have been a nice move. But Reeser's on the charge now. He's going right. Can he come back left? No, he just gets stretched out. His backhand can't quite get there. Carroll comes in to challenge it. We are 2 seconds away from being full, and we're back to even-handed as Peterson skates back out. Walking Child back only for Helena. Helena got caught there pretty deep on the last seconds of the power play, but it'll work. Peterson across to Lillivette. Lillivette across. Billings picks it up at center ice. They skate it in, take a shot, goes wide right. Peterson now along the boards. He can't quite control it. He'll get just enough momentum to get it out, though. And Lillivette's going to come in and challenge along the blue line, but not before Billings gets it. Now they come in. Reeser in front of him, works him to the outside, right in the center, misses a one-timer. Peterson's got some room. He chips it backhanded, though, and it goes right back to Billings. Now Walking Child to center ice, tipped by Libbert. Lillivette tries to get it back across Libbert. Can't. Libbert was covered up anyhow. Billings going. We're back at even-handed. Peterson takes the hit as he comes out. Walking Child tangles up there to slow down the Billings charge. We're still trying to get organized. Can't quite get a shot off. They may here. Nope. Jeez, they had a Billings player right down low in front of the net. That was dangerous. Libbert stretches out. Can't quite get it, but Lillivette's behind him. See what he can do. He's to Peterson. Peterson dumps it into the zone. Libbert is back in front of the net. Peterson behind the net. Libbert to Libbert, and oh! They set that up beautifully as Peterson and Lillivette worked hard behind the net to find Libbert, who was open, but that just closed as it came across. Libbert launched the shot and up out of the ice, and so we'll take a face-off. 7 minutes to go. William Carroll out. Rygaard Peterson still out there, working his tail off here tonight. Baumgart tips it away. Rygaard comes in to chase. They get a shot off, goes wide right. Andrew Carroll will go into the corner with Rygaard. Rygaard and William Carroll looking to try to get something happening. That one bounces back right in front of the net. It's still bouncing around, and it's covered up by Sublette. Nice save and a lot of traffic and chaos there. Great eyes by Sublette, and 6:42 to go. Another face-off here. We'll see if they can get this to move. Baumgart comes off for Reeser. Reeser out with Carroll. Carroll, Rygaard, and Peterson, who's doing double duty out there tonight. Rory Peterson working hard tonight. Here comes William Carroll. Can he get by? Nope. Stick handles, tries to get by 10. He's picked off there. Comes back across. Reeser down on one knee to knock it away. Backhands it up out of the area. And offsides with a shot. That'll bring it back out. And Helena will get a chance to start in the neutral zone. Here we go. We're looking for something here. This would be a beautiful time for Helena to score, opening this up a little bit. We don't want to go in the last seconds with it. Rygaard comes back and around, tries to find some room, but he's covered up. Reeser battling along the side. Helena, Billings on the point, and that was destined to end up offsides as all of the players were bunched up on the blue line. Puck bouncing back and forth. Another face-off. Andrew Carroll comes off for Anthony Walkinshaw. Big number 33. Carroll back to Reeser. Reeser looks up, tries to get to Peterson, can't quite. Reeser backs up his own, looking to try to move something, gets by the stick of Carroll. He's going to charge in after Billings here. Rygaard along the right side. Oh, just underneath his skates and stick. Can't get a hold of it. Reeser stick check away there. He's going to make the hit there to move the player off. Peterson stretched out. Carroll can't quite get going. Rygaard, now there's a penalty. That's going to go against number 4 as soon as they get a shot off. But they score before they even do. Helena stops moving. William Carroll knew he had drawn the penalty, but it's a delayed penalty, and he stopped skating and watched as Billings walked in and scored on that. He's going to get chewed out for that at the bench. That was not well played. So Helena now tied up 2-2 with 5:41 to go. As I said, 2 goals was not going to be enough for Helena to stop this Billings team. And now, as Helena goes back out, Lillavet out to take the drop. Now Bushnell can't quite get a hold of it. Billings dumps it into the zone. Reeser skates back and underneath. Lillavet comes back and around. Lillavet on the move over center ice. Got lots of help there. And there's a hook on Billings. So as Lillavet picked up a head of steam and got going, he got hooked. And that's going to send Helena on the power play. One of Helena's goals tonight coming on a power play goal by Libert. So we'll see if maybe Helena can find some magic on the power play again. Not wonderful job getting set up for it so far, but let's see if Bushnell, Libert, and Lillavet can find some magic here. And that's a second face-off called off, so can't quite get things sorted here as players are there we go. Helena dumps it down into the Billings zone. Billings back chasing Bushnell along the boards. Can he get there in time? He's got it tied up, but he's also tied up. Andrew Carroll hold it in. Libert chips it forward, but it goes off. Carroll just holding it on. Now Libert comes in and back. Libert loses it. Bushnell trying to find something back and across the middle. Andrew Carroll has to come across as it comes out, and he gets taken off the puck by Billings, and that's going to draw another penalty. That's 2 tripping, so as Carroll was making a move for it. And so that puts Helena up 2 skaters. Helena now 133 of 5-on-3 hockey. 2-2 with 4:56 to go. They have got to score here. So on that one, as that puck came out, Andrew Carroll was reaching for it, got tripped by Billings, and now if they're going to put this one in the win column, Helena has got to score. So they stretch it out to Libert. It gets off his stick. He can't quite get it. Lillavet comes, backs him up across. Reeser slips at the blue line. That means everyone's got to come out. That's going to give Billings a second to get reset up, and they've got it now back behind their net as Lillavet comes into chase. Libert comes in. Libert along the boards. Reeser comes in behind him, trying to move this puck forward. Now Reeser's got it. He goes back to Libert. It gets underneath Libert's. Now Lillavet skates across. One-timer by Bushnell goes wide right. Reeser working back behind the net off Libert's skate. Reeser tried to and covered up. Great save there by Billings. And unfortunately, in the midst of that Reeser interference, 2 minutes. So that negates the 5-3 advantage Helena had there. as they got tangled up by the net, interference by Reeser, and so now 4-on-3 hockey for the next 45 seconds, 4-on-4 for 110, and then about 40 seconds of Billings on the power play. Hard to keep track of. Back to Bushnell. Bushnell can't quite hold it on his stick, and Billings has got it. And they're on the move. Back across the center, still stick handling, and just as they come in, hand is up, and there's another one. And there's another penalty, this time on Bushnell, 12. As they got behind the play. Slash. So, as Helena got behind the play there, up one skater. Slash on Bushnell. Now we're down to 3-on-3 hockey for the next 24 seconds. And then it's going to be Billings, 4-on-3, and then 5-on-3. Carroll comes through, can't get by the Billings player. Billings across, can't get it to his stick. He shoots anyhow into the glove of Sublette, who drops it quickly, trying to keep the play moving, but Billings with control here. William Carroll pushing up against the boards. Andrew Carroll tries to get it back up to him, can't quite. Billings stick handling, trying to get something going. Carroll comes in, steals from him, goes deep to the other side. That's going to bring it out of the zone, but that also brings out another 3, and that one comes all the way down. That's going to be icing. 11 seconds left. Helena's going to find themselves deep in it here for the last minute 20, or the last 3 minutes of this game, tied up, and they're going to be on their heels. Just unable to stop the penalties from flying here. And this is going to get interesting. So Lillivette, Libert out for Helena. With Walking Child, 4-on-3. Back across, comes out of the zone. 4 seconds left. Libert in a foot race. 52 looks up. They collide. They're back up. 52 is down along the boards, but now Billings has got control of it, and they are up 5-3. Stretch pass out. Walking Child still got room. He blinks it up. Nice job by Walking Child. Then to deliver the hit. They had a player wide open. Now Libert comes in, trying to keep things from getting set up here. 29 seconds left. 5-on-3. Libert goes down. Billings comes across. Now they've got a shot in and out of the glove of Sublette once, twice. Still wide. Great saves there by Sublette to knock it away from the goal. Now they set up again. Another shot, and that one's in, and that is in. They just couldn't hold off the 5-on-3. Billings, they got opened up. Billings walked in and had a pretty darn good shot, and now Helena loses Walking Child as he's ejected from the game. And Billings comes back from a 2-0 deficit and scores on a 5-on-3. Loses Walking Child in the midst. 2:19 to go. 32 seconds still left. They only drop one penalty off. So they're sorting things out. A little too much activity there after that goal. 5-on-3 for a second there looked pretty solid, but that's what happens when you got a 2-skater advantage. And at one point, that was one too many. And Helena lost track of that one Billings player, and they were able to walk right in and shoot up high right over the shoulder of Sublette for the go-ahead goal with just 2:19 left to go. And it looks like we've got 32 seconds left on the penalty against Helena, but it looks like they're about to assess one on Billings. They've put one in the box. Maybe a timeout. I don't know. I'm unclear of what the There's no time on the board. And Helena has assessed another penalty. They send one more into the box. I imagine that has to do with whatever the penalty was on Walking Child. So that probably offset. That was probably why I saw that's probably why I saw the Billings player go to the box. So whatever skirmish happened there sent Walking Child off, but gave offsetting penalties. So, nope, not even offsetting. It's 2 minutes now on for player 0-0. I don't know if that's a bench. Cannot get this sorted. .219 left, as it looks like Helena's going to be, can't tell, but it looks like they're going to be down a player for 2 more minutes. It looks like they're going to, unfortunately, end this game short a skater. So now that one's off the board. Yeah, we don't know what we got here yet. Get it sorted. Unfortunate. Helena just horrible third period. Not able to hold on to their 2-0 lead. Just not in it tonight. A little undisciplined, taking too many penalties, finding themselves down 5-3 there when they were up 5-3. Drawn 2 penalties when they had the 2-skater advantage. Put themselves in a bad position. So we'll see. Now 2 minutes on the board for Billings and 2 minutes on the board for Helena. It looks like they'll offset. It does. So looks like we've got offsetting penalties, Helena and Missoula and Billings, and the ref blows a whistle, bring the players back out. It's 5 minutes on Helena, so they will end the game shorthanded, the last 19 seconds. Billings with the 2 minutes. So Helena skates out 4. Billings skates out 4. So with 2:19 to go, we'll play 2 minutes of 4-on-4 and then 19 seconds. Helena will be down 1, eliminating the advantage here of pulling the goalie. So Reeser comes across. Livert. It's back to Lillivette. Lillivette looking up over his shoulder. Cross to Livert. Gets underneath his stick. Cuts across. No icing. Reeser comes in. Delivers the hit. Lillivette steps up, but that one's knocked up and out into the stands. 1:54 to go. Lillivette, Libert, Reeser, and Peterson out on the ice here for 4-on-4. Libert pushes forward. That one gets up past Lillivette, back to Peterson. Peterson skates, looks around, decides to skate it up. Comes in. Back behind the net, looking for something. Back across, but it's Billings who's there. Now to Lillivette. Lillivette winds up, shoots wide left. Reeser, one-timer, goes back off the foot of Billings. They get control of it, and they knock it out of the zone. Top forward, that should be icing, and it is. 1:20 to go. 1:01 left in the penalty until Billings goes up 5-4. So bring it back down to the Billings end. 1 minute here to try to get something going. Drops puck, Lillivette drives forward. It's back behind the net. Reeser holds it back in, back behind the net. Now Billings trying to move. Peterson, he's got it, steps up, backhands across. Ooh, slips right out in front. Helena slipped right by it. Here they come on the charge. Peterson back checking hard. Billings slows up, 30 seconds left before they go up a skater, now back across. Billings takes a shot across. That one is cleared by Peterson. Lillivette, 18 seconds until they go down a skater. Libert not able to get that one off the stick there. Now Reeser's got it. He comes across. Carroll out on the ice. 7 seconds. Reeser tries to stick handle through. Can't do it. He comes back for his own puck. Tries to skate it through. He does. Chops it forward into the deep zone. No one's there. 15 seconds left. Carroll's got it. He skates around. He goes back, but it goes underneath Peterson. That's icing by Carroll. Almost scored on his own. Team as Carroll passed out to Peterson with the goalie pulled. 4 seconds left, and face-off will be the end of this game. Disappointing loss for Helena here, dropping them to the 2nd seed for the state championships as they dropped a 2-0 third period lead, giving up 3 unanswered goals to Billings. Tough night. And there we go, 1 second left, and that's game. And Billings charging back